Hey everyone, today we're diving into one of the most relatable cards in the entire tarot deck, the Two of Pentacles. Now, as a two, it's all about duality and choices. And as a pentacle, it's grounded in that earthy material world of ours. Career, finances, all that good stuff. So let's get right into what it means when this ultimate balancing act shows up in one of your readings. I mean, seriously, who hasn't felt this way? You've got your job, your family, your finances, maybe a side hustle, trying to have a social life, and you're just trying to keep all those balls in the air. That feeling, right there, that is the absolute heart of the Two of Pentacles. So, this card is all about how we navigate all that busyness. If you look at the classic artwork, you see this figure who's kind of dancing, just effortlessly juggling two big coins that are connected by an infinity loop. And in the background, you've got these huge ships riding these massive rolling waves. It's such a powerful picture, right? It's saying life is always in motion. It can be chaotic, but with a bit of focus and flexibility, you can totally find your rhythm in it all. Okay, so first up, let's talk about what it means when you pull this card upright in its positive position. This is when your juggling act is actually going pretty darn well. This card is a perfect example of two sides of the same coin, literally. When it's upright, you're feeling a sense of balance, you're adaptable, but when you flip it, that same energy just collapses into total chaos and feeling completely overwhelmed. It's the same situation, really, just a totally different outcome. So when you pull the Two of Pentacles upright, it's kind of like the tarot is giving you a high five. It's saying, yeah, life is a lot right now, but you know what? You've got this. It means you're handling all your different responsibilities, you're being super resourceful, and you're just rolling with the punches. Think of it as a big vote of confidence in your ability to manage everything with grace, even when things are hectic. In a love reading, this card usually points to the practical stuff in a partnership. Maybe you and your partner are trying to make some big decisions together, like buying a house or figuring out your finances. Or it could just be about the daily challenge of carving out quality time for each other when work and life are pulling you in a million different directions. The big message here is to consciously make your relationship a priority, even in the middle of all the chaos. Okay, for your career, this is the ultimate multitasking card. You're probably juggling a bunch of projects, maybe even a couple of different roles, and honestly, you're impressing people with how you're handling it all. But, and this is a big but, there's a gentle warning here. This pace isn't sustainable forever if you're not careful. It's a little reminder that being efficient isn't just about doing more. Sometimes it's about doing less, but doing it better. And when we're talking money, this card shows you in the middle of that classic balancing act. Money's coming in, money's going right back out, and things might feel a little bit tight. You're having to be really flexible and smart to make it all work. And yeah, it might be causing some stress, but the card is ultimately super reassuring. It suggests this is just a temporary thing and you are totally capable of managing it. All right, but what happens when the juggling act starts to fall apart? Let's flip the card and look at the reversed meaning, which, as you can guess, is all about overwhelm. It's really as simple as that. The reversed Two of Pentacles is a huge sign that you're overcommitted, you're overextended, and you're starting to crack under the pressure. You've just taken on way too much at once. When this card shows up reversed, all that graceful dancing just grinds to a halt. Instead of flow, you've got chaos. You're feeling disorganized, completely swamped. You're spreading your energy so thin that things are starting to fall through the cracks. Deadlines are getting missed, bills are piling up, and the real danger here is that when you're under this much stress, you start making bad decisions, which just makes everything worse. In a relationship, this is a major red flag. The stress from your job or your finances is now spilling over and starting arguments with your partner. You might be accidentally neglecting them just because you're too exhausted and overwhelmed to make space for that connection. The relationship just becomes one more thing you feel like you're about to drop. At work, this card reversed is a recipe for total burnout. You've said yes to way too many things, and now you're basically drowning in your to-do list. The pressure from deadlines feels immense, and the quality of your work is probably taking a hit. This is a sign to just stop. It's time to ask for help, delegate something, or renegotiate your deadlines before you completely crash and burn. Financially, this card reversed can point to a real mess. Maybe some bad choices you made under pressure have led to losses. You could be overspending, struggling to keep up with payments, and feeling like money disappears the second it hits your account. This is a call for an immediate reality check. It's time to create a budget, get some advice if you need it, and build a solid plan. So, whether you're juggling like a pro or dropping everything, the card's ultimate message isn't about judgment. It's about wisdom. It's about learning how to find a rhythm that you can actually sustain. And I absolutely love this quote because it perfectly captures the spirit of the Two of Pentacles. You never just achieve balance and then you're done. No, it's a constant process of adjusting and adapting. It's a dance with life's ups and downs. So, how do you actually start that dance? Well, the path is pretty clear. First, take a hard look at your priorities. What's really important? Second, get organized. Make some lists, simplify where you can. Third, embrace that core message of being flexible. And finally, and this is probably the most important part, know when it's time to set one of those balls down, even if it's just for a little while. And for those of you who just want a straightforward answer in a simple yes or no reading, the Two of Pentacles is a yes. But it's a qualified yes. It's saying, yes, you can absolutely do this, but you need to be smart about it. Really think through your responsibilities and prioritize before you charge ahead. And that brings us to our final takeaway. The wisdom of this card isn't just some abstract idea. It's a practical tool. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Looking at everything you're currently juggling, what is one thing, just one, that you could intentionally set down this week to give yourself a little more breathing room and find your balance?
Continue your tarot journey by liking, subscribing, and checking out our books. The link is in the description below. Until next time, goodbye.